Hi, my name is Jason, and this is Part-Time Films. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a do-it-yourself LED studio light that I made from a round baking pan. Lately, I've been watching a lot of YouTube content creators talk about making their own studio lights, sort of a do-it-yourself aperture with a light dome type of light. In a previous video, I started talking about LED module lights and how I like those better than the strip lights. You can see that video on my channel. This studio light that I've created basically uses those parts from a dollar store, some things I got at the hardware store, and on eBay. So at Dollar Tree, I bought an 8-inch cake baking pan, a plastic storage bucket with handles, a pack of bent wire clothespins, a shower curtain liner, and finally foam mounting tape. Now from eBay, I bought a 12-volt transformer. At the time it cost me about $10. Next, some male and female power connector jack plugs for 12-volt lighting, a dimmer switch, and from a local hardware store, I picked up some wire nuts, some fender washers, and quarter 20 nuts, and I probably should have got some lock nuts, but I forgot those. Now, to hold the light in place, I actually had an articulating arm and a clamp I had gotten previously on eBay. Each one of those cost about $10, and I'll show you those later. Now, for the LED modules, you can get those on eBay, you can get those on online retailers. I would buy a strand of 25 or more. Now, I went with the cool or daylight temperature. You can do tungsten, or if you want, you can mix the two together. Now for the build. First, I took the round cake pan and I used a protractor, put it inside the outer rim, and I used a marker, and I marked about every 20 degrees all the way around the pan. And that came out to probably an inch, inch and a half, and the lights actually were spaced out really nicely. Now, as I took the foam tape off and I stuck them to the outer edge of the pan, I tried to make sure that the inside or the other end of the light was pointing toward the inside of the pan, which gave it this nice flower petal type of formation. All right, so after I wired up the pan, I put the pan inside of the bucket and I drilled the holes in the back, brought out the wires, attached the attachment, made sure it lit up. So now the bucket holds the diffusion away from the lights. Now, the reason I used the bucket is I wanted to be able to control the light, shape the light, and send it through the diffusion. But I want to make sure that the diffusion was as far away from the light as I could get. So this plastic bucket is lightweight, it's white, it's cone-shaped, and again, it holds the diffusion probably 9 to 10 inches away from the light. Now, for the attachment, I decided to go right in the middle of the lamp, drilled a hole, and I put in one of those cold shoe mounts that comes with the little adjustment nuts on them. Put that through, put the nut on it, tightened it up, and then I could attach that to my articulating arm, which had a cold shoe mount. And then, of course, that connected to the clamp. So the diffusion is basically just the shower curtain liner cut into a square larger than the bucket. And you can attach this to the outside of the rim of the bucket with the clothespins. So now here is my build complete. Again, I've got the clamp, the articulating arm, the bucket, I've got my dimmer switch, the pan's on the inside. So now I'm going to turn it on using the dimmer switch, and we'll go to full power, and you can see that's such a nice soft light. With the diffusion, it looks like it's one big LED, when in fact there's 24 modules with 3 lights apiece on it. So now you can take this rig if you want and hang it from a C-stand. Then you can get a 5-in-1 reflector and hang that in front of the light, and you can put it as far away as you want, as close to your talent as you can, and you'll get that really nice soft light. So you saw the setup. I have the do-it-yourself light on the C-stand. I removed the diffusion out of the front of it and put a 5-in-1 reflector in its place. The camera presently is set at 800 ISO. So I've been watching YouTube videos for about 3 or 4 years now on how to film and photograph. And one of my favorites is Caleb Pike over at DSLR Shooter. I'll put a link in the description. Now earlier on his videos, he explained that the further away your diffusion is from the light, the more flattering the light. So when you're creating one of these lights, I would try to find a way to put the diffusion further away from the light. And there you have it, a do-it-yourself LED bake pan studio light. Thank you for taking time out of your day and watching my video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button. I will be doing more videos on some more do-it-yourself LED builds. Thanks a lot and have a good week. You want fries with that?